Hey, I'm Justin Lucas Savage with Backcountry Treks. This is Jason.
Hello.
And this is our friend Dani.
Hello.
You probably know Jason and I from our last beer review. We're going to do another one today. We're out here in the Garden of the Gods. Jason's taking us on a little hike.
Little hike, and of course you got to be able to have a good way to carry your beer. So we'll just pull these out of the back here. Crank this out. There you are.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we're trying another beer from Aspen Brewing Company. This is the Independence Pass Pale Ale. If you're not from Colorado, Independence Pass is whoa, it's on the bottle here, sort of the can somewhere, right?
Yes, on the back
Continental
there.
Divide.
Continental Divide.
There you go. Let's crack these open. And
Yeah.
how much did you shake these before on our way up?
It was just a little bit of a walk, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
Shotgun in it. Oh.
There we go. Not bad. No wasting here.
All right, so it's an IPA
Yeah.
in a can. How often do you drink IPA from a can?
You know, growing. More and more IPAs are in cans. I'm finding, and I'm thankful because carrying a 6-pack of bottles is no fun.
Ooh.
A 12 can or 6-pack of cans, easy fitting in the bag.
That's good. Smoother than I expected.
You know what? We said that the last time we
Yeah.
tried to do this review.
It's great.
Yes, yeah. I think full disclosure. This is the second time we've tried this beer.
It tastes, you know what? I was going to try and pretend like it would taste the same as last time. But beer to me, especially an IPA, tastes a little bit different in different scenarios. And I paired it with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich last time with apricot, right, jam?
Right.
And it was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
You guys just had some Chick-fil-A. How's that sitting?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
It's
Now
working really well.
The thing that strikes me about this IPA is that it drinks really clean. So a lot of times IPAs get kind of, people think they taste really hoppy or bitter. And this one, it's only a 60 or 62 IBUs. So not real hoppy, but it has a really clean finish. So it doesn't leave a bad aftertaste, which sometimes IPAs can do, or IPAs have the, I don't know, maybe the reputation that they will. So this to me is a really nice drinking IPA.
Yeah, I think we're holding true to the motto, drink in the view, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good view. So Jason and I tried to do this. We'll link up the other, we reviewed this season's Blonde from Aspen Brewing Company. Pleasantly surprised. I should do a follow-up to that. We brought the other 4 cans home, and my wife Christine drank all of them.
Yeah.
Not in the same night.
Which you could. I mean, it's only like 5.5%. I mean, it's an easy drinking beer.
We tried to review this one, and we had the camera on, and it was rolling, and we were drinking.
We were.
We lacked focus, mainly in the camera.
Not on the beer. The beer had us like dialed in. We knew what was going on.
I was loving that beer. It was dumping snow.
It was.
Sitting in the back of a truck. It was coming down. And unfortunately, we had some beers before we tried to review this beer, and I absent-mindedly forgot to focus the camera.
Oops.
Which is probably about how clear I was seeing that day. It looked fine when I looked through it.
It looked good. It was snowing really hard though, so I think let's remember that.
We were catching fish. It was a good day.
It was a good day.
So Jason is our beer snob.
Yeah, I don't love the term, but I really like beer. So
And you've embraced the title.
I've embraced it.
So, at 62 IBUs, this is a beer that somebody who doesn't like a hoppy beer, like you
Like myself.
probably.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's great.
Surprise good or surprise bad?
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
The thing that's interesting, I think, about this beer, there's a growing trend of like session IPAs, right? So an IPA that's maybe not as hoppy, it's really easy to drink, but typically has a little less alcohol percentage in it. So come in at like 5.5 or even lower. This is a 7.5% beer, but it drinks like a session. So I think that's one of the biggest strengths that Aspen has going for their IPA.
So, pro tip, probably. Independence Pass is at 12,095 feet. It's only open in the summer. Opens just after or just before Memorial Day. I believe on the Thursday before Memorial Day.
Which is coming up.
How about that?
Coming up.
Great place to ski. You can drive over it in the summer. Don't drink your beer up there, especially if you're not from a place that has altitude.
Good point.
Because you're going to feel the 7%
very quickly.
almost immediately.
Yeah.
You could probably share a single can with about 5 people.
Yep.
Really beautiful place to go there. So this is our second beer from Aspen Brewing Company. I'm really curious to try some others. They've got some sours that are just hitting right now. I saw the other day on their site that they've got one that's aged in a wine cask.
Ooh.
Dani is very new to this, and
Yeah.
Love sours.
So we just as a team, we spend a lot of time together here.
We do.
And we have instituted a policy that once a week, somebody brings in beer and we drink it.
Yep.
Lately, this is actually the first non-sour beer that
Right.
we've had
Yeah.
together as a team. So maybe I'll have to get some from Aspen Brewing Company.
Yeah, give that a go. I think the thing that's nice about this IPA too is it's got 4 different hops in it, right? So it's got a Palisade, Columbus, Cascade, and a Simcoe hop. Can't get that one out. But the thing that's different about this one is it has that floral and citrus. So sometimes hops are real piney in their flavor. This has that floral and citra kind of behind it, which is really nice. And it's perfectly balanced with their secret malt. I wonder what that is. They probably won't tell us.
They might tell us.
But
Off the record.
there's something, maybe off the record. If we find out, we won't tell you guys, maybe.
we'll know.
But we'll know. But I think that's something that really makes this a unique IPA. I mean, there's a lot of IPAs in the market right now. This one is definitely highly recommended.
I do think it's important to not only pair beers and alcohols with foods and all of that, peanut butter and jelly, for instance.
Exactly.
You're imagining it, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good. But also experiences.
Yeah.
So we're out here in the Garden of the Gods, kind of a famous place for, we could walk down in there and hear like 50 different languages right now. At Pikes Peak in the background out this way. And it's just a gorgeous day, starting to warm up here in Colorado. A few days ago it was snowing, so
Yep.
it's a good time, a good place to pair this. Where else would you guys pair this beer?
I think this would be a nice beer on the slopes. It's light. You know, you wouldn't really expect it, but it's light enough. It's smooth enough.
Like on the ski lift? Is that legal?
Well, you know,
If it's a long one, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's a long lift,
Why
and
not?
maybe in the gondola.
why not? Yeah.
Okay.
I would pair 2 things come to mind. One, campfires. I think anytime you're around a campfire, this
Yeah.
is a great beer. The other place I'd probably pair it is in rafting. Because it's canned, because it's such a great tasting beer, I'd drag this behind my boat and just let it cool down all day long. Dock on the beach.
Worth
and
the
start-
drag.
Worth the drag.
The drag.
Worth the drag.
That's.
Those
like
are the 2
that.
things that come to mind. What about you, Justin?
I'm wondering if it says worth the drag on here somewhere.
If not,
Probably
it
not.
maybe probably shouldn't.
You know, I'm going to do campfires as well. Always a classic. Since we actually did this the first time, I'm going to say at the end of a day, fly fishing.
Yep. I agree.
Anytime on a river.
Yep.
And I'm also going to throw those two together and say the ultimate experience being fly fishing, driving back home, the snow is lightly falling, and you're sitting outside around a campfire.
Done. Perfect.
We're in.
I like the
That
combo.
sounds awesome.
You guys have anything else you want to add before we...
Thanks for letting
Wrap
us
the beers
taste
up.
a great beer, Aspen
Yeah.
Brewing. Once again, well done. Fantastic tasting IPA.
Good work. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Justin, this is Jason and Dani, and again, this is from Aspen Brewing Company. It is the Independence Pass Pale Ale from 12,095 feet. And check these guys out. This is a not to miss, especially if you don't like an IPA. Give this one a try. Could be your first.